Hi, I'm Jeremy Pollack, and you're about to watch a lesson in self-defense. Remember, our goal in this world is not to create more violence and aggression, but rather to try to create more peace and harmony whenever we can. So we're going to use these techniques only as a last resort in the preservation and defense of innocent life. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so today we're going to do some of my favorite stuff. This is our 5 basic hand strikes. Okay, so this is really important for self-defense. We've done a lot of stuff on controlled force, we've done a lot of stuff on reactive force, we've done a lot of stuff on empty hand against weapons. This is empty hands against empty hand striking, okay? We're just gonna do 5 basic strikes, okay, the 5 most common strikes. It's really important that we do these really well, get their accuracy down, get the technique down before we start using speed and power, and then slowly start to build up speed and power. Okay, so first we're gonna get our proper stance, okay? So anytime we're fighting, we wanna get proper stance, right? Proper balance, okay? So my proper stance for this, if I'm right-handed, my right foot's gonna be in back. That's where my power hand's gonna be. If I'm left-handed, my left foot's gonna be in back. That's where my power stance is gonna be. But I'm right-handed, so my right foot's gonna be in back. What I'm gonna do to get the stance is essentially just take a very natural step forward, okay? And drop my weight. This foot can be a little offline, and this foot's generally gonna be pretty straight on line, okay? So my feet are gonna be like that. So I'm going to keep my hands up the whole time. This is called answering the phones. When I throw one, the other one comes back, protects my head. When I throw the other, protects my head. Answering the phones, okay? Answering the phones. I never want to throw this and my hand drops down here. This is called swimming. I don't want to swim, okay? So getting my stance, bending my knees, hands are up, elbows are in to protect my ribs, and my chin is tucked, okay? This is my fighting stance, my striking stance. I'm going to bounce a little bit. I like to move from one foot to the other, okay? Some boxers, they jump, okay? Some Muay Thai guys, they rock like this, okay? I'm more of a Muay Thai guy, that's my background, so I'm gonna rock a little bit, okay? And sometimes if I'm really in street self-defense mode, I'm just gonna set, and I'm just gonna kind of move around, okay? So first we're gonna do our jab. Our very first strike, our very basic first strike, okay, is our jab. My jab is gonna be my straight out punch with my left, okay? It's my distance shot. It's the longest range strike that I have, that front hand jab, okay? So when I throw my jab, my fist is going to come out straight, and at the end it's going to turn. This is a proper boxing. Now it's not always going to look this pretty, but this is the idea. This is the theory. I'm going to come out straight, elbows dropped, my hand comes straight out. At the end it turns like a key. Okay? My thumb stays over my second part of my knuckles. Nice and relaxed. My fists are relaxed until the moment of impact. It comes out, everything's relaxed, and then at impact I turn and hit with these 2 knuckles and flex in. Okay? Tighten up and then come back to relax. Okay? As I do this, I'm going to breathe. I breathe on every strike and I step with my jab. Okay? The key that you'll see is with striking, as with a lot of different techniques, is I'm always going to use my hip power. Always going to use my body weight to get the power. So I'm not just going to throw my arms. I want to use my body weight to get the power. So for my jab to get the body weight, there's different alterations. Some people teach turning the body, okay? Turning that front foot, okay? Spinning like you're putting out a cigarette, spinning like you're doing the twist, okay? Putting that hip forward, that shoulder comes forward. I like to teach just stepping forward, okay? I can turn a little bit, put that shoulder into it, but just stepping forward. Okay, so this is what I want to practice. Arm comes out, elbows drop, turning at the end, stepping forward and breathing. Okay, nice and relaxed. Just getting the technique down before I start adding in speed and power. Okay, so first technique. Then I can start adding in some power. Then I can start adding in speed. Okay? So anytime I add in speed and power, typically a lot of times your accuracy is going to drop. Okay? Any one of those 3 goes up, accuracy, speed, or power, the other 2 might drop. Okay? The goal is to get everything down so nicely that when you take all 3 up, they all stay up. Okay? Accuracy, speed, and power. Okay, so that's our jab. Straight out, stepping forward, using our body weight, and breathing. Coming straight back to protect the head. Okay? The other one's high. Now from here, I'm going to turn and give my cross. That's my second. Okay, my second basic strike is my straight cross. That's my right. This straight cross is my power shot. Okay? I'm using this for my power. When I do this, I'm turning this back foot. Okay? The back foot turns, it spins like I'm putting out a cigarette, doing the twist. Hip comes forward, other shoulder pulls back. Okay? Shoulder comes forward, other shoulder pulls back. This whole side pops forward, other side comes back. Same concept with my hand. I'm using my elbows dropped. My hand comes out like this. At the very end, I turn it. Okay? That makes sure that I keep it straight. I'm not doing this wild thing yet. This wild thing is easier to see. It's easier to block. This straight is much harder to see and to block. Okay? Okay? Turning my body, getting that full hip turn so I get the power of my body, my energy, my center behind my strike. Okay? Another hand is up. When I do this, coming straight back, protecting the head, answering the phone. Breathing, turning, straight out, answering the phone, keeping my head protected. Okay? Okay? So practicing that cross. All right, again, starting with technique, then slowly building up to power, and then slowly building up to speed. Okay, turning the body. Okay, so those are our jab cross. Okay, the third is going to be our hook. It's going to be our left hook. I don't generally teach a hook from the rear because it's a little bit too wild, it's a little bit too big, and it gives them some time to jab me. So what I teach is left hook with the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this elbow up, and everything's going to be in line. The elbow, the shoulder, the wrist, everything's in line. This is the theory. It's not always as pretty as this, but this is the theory. And it's going to be at least 90 degrees. Sometimes it's going to be even high, it's going to be even more. If the person's this close to me, obviously it can be 90 degrees. My arm can be 90 degrees. If he's further away, I'm not going to be able to hit him from here, so I'm going to have to extend. Okay. What I'm doing again is I'm turning my body, spinning on that foot, just like I'm putting out a cigarette. Okay, doing the twist. The knee and the waist and the elbow are all connected. When I turn my elbow, my hip, my waist, everything turns at the same time. My knee, waist, elbow turns at the same time. Everything stays relaxed until the moment of impact. Okay, jab, cross, hook, turning that body, hook, turning that body. Everything stays connected. Everything stays connected as I turn. Okay, so practicing that nice and relaxed at first. Practicing slowly, getting the technique down, make sure things are in line, and then start to build up the speed and the power. So we've got our jab, our cross, and our hook. Stepping with the jab, turning the body with the cross, turning again the body with that hook. Okay, we've got those first three. Our fourth basic strike is the overhand strike. It's like a Hail Mary. It's a very common, it's probably the most common street strike, okay? But it's very effective if you do it correctly. Basically, it's like you're throwing a ball and chain. The chain's your arm, the ball is your fist, you're just throwing it, okay? As you do this, you're gonna dip your head down, okay? So I'm gonna dip my head, okay? So I don't wanna just do this. I need to get my body weight behind it by dipping my head. I gotta be aware of knees and kicks, but if it's done correctly and in good timing, right, I'm going to be able to jab or something like that and then come through. Okay, so again, I'm just throwing this like a ball and chain, dipping my head down, getting my head out of the way in case they strike back. Okay, so this is my overhead. It's really not a lot of technique. It just comes down. I don't want to go too low, but just feel out where you want to be. Straight overhead. Okay, again, you're hitting with the two knuckles. That's the idea. You could even throw a hammer fist, but this is more of a quicker strike, and it's probably more practical. Okay, and the last one's going to be our uppercut with our left side. Okay, this again can be from here. It can come straight up, right? Straight up, just for a little uppercut to lift the chin up, so I can use my cross. But from here, if I do my overhand, I can come straight up, bam, to the chin. Okay, when I do this, again, I'm turning just like a hook. I'm turning my body, so I get that power of my body, power of my turn behind the punch. Okay, straight up left hand elbow strike or front hand elbow strike, depending on which is your front. So into my overhand, from here to my uppercut. If I want to just do my straight uppercut from here, I'll dip a little bit first. So I'll keep my back straight, but I'll dip my knees, bend my knees, coming through and then turning to my uppercut. Okay, this just comes straight up. I'm just launching my elbow up like a rocket from my hip as I turn it. Just launching that elbow. Okay, so again, practicing your technique, practicing your accuracy first, then your power, then your speed. Okay, So we're going to try all 5 of these now. We're going to go jab, cross, hook, overhand, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure every time you strike, you turn the body and you breathe every time you strike. Okay? And of course, bringing the hands back. Okay? Answering those phones. Every time one comes out, one comes back. One comes out, one comes back. Okay? Don't get lazy with this. This is really important. Okay? So this would be really good stuff to practice at home in the mirror, working on your technique. It's also, it would be good to practice with a friend if you've got some sort of pad. So I'm going to have my assistant Josh come out. He's got a pad here, okay? So when your accuracy and your speed and stuff get better, or when you're working with someone who's good on mitts, you can start working boxing mitts, okay? If your friend doesn't have mitts or they're not really experienced using mitts, you can just use a big pad, kind of like this, a big kick pad, okay? He just holds it up, and I'm just going to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep, let's just get your balance. Good. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you're going to practice your accuracy first, your technique, and then you're going to start to practice your power. Yep, get down a little bit. Here you go. Good. Okay, I'm just practicing your power and then starting to practice your speed. Okay, so slowly building it up. Accuracy, technique, power, then speed. Okay? So those are our 5 strikes, our 5 basic strikes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to defend them very quickly, learn how to defend these strikes, because it's really important. If you know how to strike with someone, you also got to know how to defend. Okay? So you want to try, Josh, you want to try striking for a second? So hands up. Good. So he's going to throw his jab. So for the straights, my hands are going to be high. Okay, my hands are out, my hands are high. This allows me to grab if I want to. Okay, I don't necessarily like to do this when I don't have boxing gloves on. My hands are out. It lets me come in with spear positions and grabs and stuff like that. And it's more coverage. Okay, this is more coverage than this. More coverage to protect myself. Okay, so my first 2, my hands are going to be high. I never want to swim. Remember that. Even when I'm punching or when I'm blocking, I never want to swim. So I'm never going to do this to block. I'm always going to do this. Okay, my hands, if anything, they're coming up. So going to come this way for me. So if he throws his jab, okay, my hand just comes up here. Okay, I can block with my hand, I can block with my wrist, my arm. It doesn't matter. My whole head is being protected by my arms. He wants to hit me in the stomach and stuff like that. I'm going to use my elbows, but I'd rather take a body shot than a head shot. Okay, so if he throws his jabs, again, my chin is tucked. I'm just protecting. Throws in jabs and crosses. Jabs and crosses, just straight out. Good. Coming in towards me, just moving around a little bit. Good. Come towards my head. There you go. Good. I'm just keeping him in. Good. Right in towards my head. Yeah. Straight. There you go. Straight. Yeah. Good. 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 See? So I'm just using my 2 parries here for my straights. I want to breathe every time I strike, just like he's breathing when he strikes. I want to breathe when I defend. Okay. So the next block we're going to learn is the hook block. It's called my check. Okay. So when he throws his left hook, I'm going to check. When I check, I'm just grabbing my head. I'm like combing my hair, grabbing my head, and protecting my ear and chin. Okay. Let's go over this way. He's going to throw his hook towards my jaw. Good. I just protect. Okay, hook towards my jaw. Good, there we go. Good. Good, right into my jaw. Good. Hey, good, there you go. Okay, so let's practice nice and slow. Jab, cross, hook. Okay, 1, 2 straights, and then your hook. Okay. Parry, hook, right into my chest. Parry. There we go. Okay, so parry, check. There we go. Parry, check. This third one, the fourth one, the big overhand. This one is very hard to protect against. So the only thing I'm going to do is if he throws this big overhand, that big one, I'm going to lean back or I'm going to come in. Okay? So I'm going to use my spear. All right? We did this before with our defense for our overhand. Okay? But I'm going to do it again. So I'm using my spear position, coming in, putting my chin in my shoulder, and just walking in. I'm stuffing the punch. So either I'm gonna lean back, he's gonna throw it, I'm gonna lean back, or I'm gonna stuff the punch. Okay, and when I stuff that punch, go ahead. Go ahead toward my face. Good. It's very easy to block. I put my chin in my shoulder. Very easy to block. I come in, it's setting me straight up for a wrap. And then I'm in a good clinch here. And I can do a takedown, or I can do knees and stuff like that. Okay? So we're just gonna do all four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jab, cross, hook, and then a big overhand with this one. Yeah. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Again. Use it. Come in towards my head. So that would have missed. This one, come in towards my head. Try. Good. There you go. That's it. Nice. Okay? So that's how it works. 1, parry, parry, check, step in. Okay? This last one, this uppercut, if he throws this uppercut, again, I don't want to drop my hands. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to protect my elbows. If he throws the uppercut to my chin, I'm just using my elbows. Okay? Okay, I'm just using my elbows. So he's hitting my elbow, he's hitting the side of my arm, whatever he's, I'm just going to put my chin into my shoulder and keep my elbows tight. Okay? So if he's nice and slow, we're going to go jab, cross, hook, overhand, uppercut. Okay? Just like I did. 1, 2, 3, overhand. Good, there you go. Again. 1, 2, 3, overhand. Good, that's it, okay? So that's how it works. Let's do it this way one more time. Go. Jab, hook. Good, that's it, okay? So see how that works. Parry, parry, check, stepping with the spear, protecting with the elbow, okay? So those are our defenses against our 5 basic strikes. So thanks, Josh. Those were our 5 basic strikes: jab, cross, hook, overhand, uppercut, and our defenses for each. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, we're done.